set it off. It's Burn It Down with Kim Brown. Thank you guys so much for being here. Engage with the content. Like, share, subscribe, comment below if you don't mind. So, um, what is going on in the Middle East continues to accelerate and evenly seems to be heating up with the attack within Israel's borders on the Golan Heights, where 12 kids were killed. Israel has retaliated with a drone assassination in Beirut, in Lebanon. Like the way that Israel is moving mad out here, violating state sovereignty, crossing over into other borders, and literally murdering people on sovereign territory is a wild way to be out here in the world moving. By the way, this attack that happened in Golan Heights happened when Netanyahu, I think, was wrapping up his US trip. And he and the others, Zionists, have blamed Hezbollah, which is, the resistance faction in southern Lebanon. Hezbollah denies that they had anything to do with it. And when it comes to, let's see, the credibility of Israel or of Hezbollah, I think we are united in whose word we know is absolutely not credible, right? We know what Israel is capable of because we're seeing them do it actively right now in Gaza, right? Actively genociding tens of thousands of people, half of those people, women and children. Now, I am not familiar with the ethnic diversity in Israel. But I am aware that the ethnic identity of the children that were killed in Golan Heights, they are not white Israelis, right? Like these are actual folks indigenous to that area, right? And from what I understand, I won't say that they're stateless, but they do have the option to opt into Israeli citizenship or opt out. But I do not think that they are treated with the same apartheid level of severity as Palestinians are, right? But at the same time, they're not Zionist Israelis. They're not Netanyahu's. This is just my opinion. I have no proof, no basis. So this is not misinformation because this is just my theory. This is what I am speculating. I believe Hezbollah when they said that they did not do that attack. Hezbollah has had its technology assisted quite a bit by Iran. And I've seen clips where Hezbollah fighters have claimed to have been able to identify specific military targets within Israel's borders. I do not see them targeting 12 kids. Okay. Now, the people on the other side would be like, well, they're a terrorist organization. Of course, they wouldn't admit to killing children. Well, the military of Israel frequently admits to murdering children. In fact, they post about it online with documentation, with graphic pictures and images, with boasts, with laughs, routinely showing them brutalizing, maiming, massacring Palestinian children. So if Hezbollah was so bloodthirsty, allegedly more bloodthirsty than the Israeli army, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they admit responsibility? Why wouldn't they brag about it? Because I don't think they did it. In my opinion, it is not to me beyond Netanyahu to target a population, even within Israeli's borders, that he thinks is less than. But at the same time, that still has enough state affiliation that he could muster rage and have a justification to go inside of Lebanon's borders to formulate an illegal assassination on another state's sovereign territory. So that's the bad news, right? That's bad news. What's going on in Gaza remains bad news. But the resistance is the good news, okay? The Houthis in Yemen have been ratcheting up their attacks. Now, of course, they're starting to be hit within their borders as well by allied forces, US, UK, etc. But the Houthis are still putting in that work in the Red Sea. You got to respect it. And Hezbollah, is not backing down. And you guys know that although I am child free, somehow I have many baby fathers around the world. And one of them is a journalist, Ali Mortada. You guys know I have been worried about him because he posts somewhat frequently on TikTok, and I have not seen him post in a while on TikTok. So when I hear the reports on the mainstream news about a Hezbollah fighter has been targeted and then been killed, I worry that it's him, right? Like I know him. I do not know this man except from the social internets, right? Well, Ali has surfaced and he has posted a collection of videos, and it is the tone, it is the confidence, it is the resolve to resist the Zionist state of Israel from not committing or not enacting a ceasefire with Palestine, right? The Hezbollah is very clear about that. They are demanding a ceasefire. But if Israel wants to pop this shit and keep going into southern Lebanon, it's going to be some problems. And if this guy is any representation of these folks, of these particular people, I'm not sure if BB wants these problems. I'm not sure if BB wants these problems. So let's take a look. I have several videos because Ali, again, he reappeared and I was very excited. So he always opens his videos with my favorite of favoriteest lines. And it is, "Hello, my enemies. I hope you have a very, very, very bad day." And I would love, I can't bite though. I would love to start my show like that, but I don't have no enemies. Well, sometimes enemies do show up. I'd be encouraging our mods to let them cook for a little bit. Let the trolls cook for a little bit before y'all frickin' say I'm out here. But hello, my enemies. I hope you have a very, very, very bad day. I had a very, very, very good day when I saw Ali Mortada reappear on them TikTok streets. Let's take a look.
Hello, my enemies. May you have a very, very,
Rock
very
from the
bad day.
beginning, Will. You know what you got to do.
Hello, my enemies. May you have a very, very, very bad day. I noticed that you are always putting the picture of our mortar and you are happy and you are claiming that you are winning. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? I want to talk to the smart ones. Okay, listen. If you have an enemy, when you kill him, you don't want to end his existence. You want to end the act that he's doing against you. Okay. After you do all the assassinations in Lebanon, after you do all the bombing in Lebanon, after you put the picture of the mortar and you kill, did the act stop? Did Lebanon stop hitting you? No. So you're not winning. But if you want to put it in a scale and you say, okay, but those guys are dead, you see that as a loss. We see it as a win. You know why? Because those guys and their brothers that they are still fighting you in all south of Lebanon are the sons of Hussein bin Ali bin Abi Talib. Hussein bin Ali bin Abi Talib, his grandfather is Prophet Muhammad. Listen, one day Yazid, and he is a genocide ruler like Netanyahu and like your army. And he has a big army. He has 70,000 genocide warriors. And he came to make a war with Imam Hussein. What did Imam Hussein do? He didn't run. He didn't say, okay, I will give you the okay to rule. He fight. He fight until he got his head cut off. Did he lose? No, he won. You know what? Because the 70% that been with Imam Hussein then are now 100,000 warrior, freedom warrior in South Lebanon and are fighting you. And they are seeing death as a win. This is why we have two solutions. Even death and we win, even victorious. And we will be victorious. You will lose, we will win. This is our mindset, and this is what are you doing. The act of resistance continue, and the friends of all the mortars are more angry now and hitting you more powerful. Take care, ya baby. Hello, my enemies. May you have a very, very, very bad day. As you know, yesterday, the Yemen hit Tel Aviv, You have a drone in your capital that hit a building. You have a casualties. You have one dead and other are wounded. And you still have faith in your army to protect you. In your capital. They hit in your capital. And the army couldn't protect you. Do you think that this army would protect you from 100 drone, 50?
What's going on? Uh-oh. Feds
My bad. I don't
watching.
know why it just froze like that.
I know why COINTELPRO, nigga, they mad. You can't be over
You ain't
here
lying.
bigging up.
Hold
You
on.
can't.
Let me pull it up. Still, I can still play the last two.
Okay, okay. Y'all see COINTELPRO big man. You can't be over here lusting after Hezbollah fighters, Kim. Sorry, that nigga is dreamy. Jesus. You see the confidence? Does that strike you as a man that is afraid of motherfucking Benjamin Netanyahu in the IOF? Does that strike you as does that man seem concerned? Does that man seem worried? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And I believe him. I believe him. I believe the resistance will win. And again, when you're dealing with folks that's out here fighting, and the way they even frame wins and losses is different from how the West frames wins and losses. The man said, "You think you showing us our martyrs like y'all won? Like, no, nigga, the martyrs won. And you didn't win because they left more fighters behind to bust up your ass."
Got it ready if you're ready.
Go ahead, my brother. Let that sing, please.
My enemies, may you have a very, very, very bad day. As you know, yesterday, the Yemen hit Tel Aviv. You have a drone in your capital that hit a building. You have a casualties. You have one dead and other are wounded. And you still have faith in your army to protect you. In your capital. They hit in your capital. And the army couldn't protect you. Do you think that this army would protect you from 100 drone, 50 drone, 15 drone to Tel Aviv, 10 drone to Tel Aviv, one drone? You couldn't stop it. Guys, run from now. Run from now. It's a disaster on you. Take care, ya baby.
Where was the one where he called Netanyahu a donkey? That was one more. I thought it was one more. That's okay. That's okay. No worries. Trust me, you guys. Ali Mortada is on here popping John Norman shit. And, I'm only half-ass joking when sometimes we do have technical issues. I'm not a paranoid person. I am a realistic person, though. I know where we are and who we are dealing with. And even a channel such as mine, that is what I consider very small time. They don't care. They do not care. They don't want even our iota of support going out to resistance peoples around the globe to go out, even if there's some interruptions with the signal or with the broadcast. That those are disruptions. They are exactly what they are. But I will say this: it does surprise me that this guy is allowed to post on TikTok, and maybe TikTok being Chinese owned has something to do with that. I wonder. But I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to be posting his shit forever because there is some anticipation on my end of a even more severe independent media censorship crackdown, right? I don't even think you're going to be able to come on here and say that you stand with people that are resisting imperialism, right? Even if you named an organization a la Hamas or something like that. Like that kind of shit is going to get flagged if it doesn't already. I'm sure that shit gets flagged routinely around here. And what they do with that, I'm not sure. Maybe they throttle the content, maybe they stifle it, suppress it, whatever. But in the so-called land of the free, in the place where we're supposed to be fighting for democracy, you are not going to be able to say that you are rooting for America and its allies to fail. that's going to be considered treasonous. And they're going to come for you. Talking to myself, they're going to come for you, Kim. Keep talking that shit. We have to talk it while we got breath in our bodies, everybody. We have to be able to call out the things, but also call out the good things. I appreciate Ali Mortada. I appreciate, honestly, the work that Hezbollah is doing. Do I fully no, I do fully. I was gonna say, do I fully support? And I'm trying to think, well, I don't know there's some things about Hezbollah that I'm not familiar with. I don't know, how they treat women, etc. I just see them resisting Zionist imperialism in beyond their borders. So I guess I stand with that. Certainly against a genocider like Benjamin Netanyahu and his American lackeys that are supporting him here in the White House and via AIPAC and in Congress. So I wanted to send solidarity and love to those in South Lebanon who are beating back the Zionists, and also who are getting smeared at the same time for committing atrocities that Israel routinely boasts about committing. So also, when you hear reports about, oh, this organization or this group of people did this, committed this, especially in the Western media framing, be skeptical, be dubious, don't necessarily believe the hype. When you hear your folks out in the world repeating that shit, correct that shit. You don't fucking know. Hezbollah said they didn't do that shit. I believe them. Israel says that they don't bomb hospitals. They do all the time. They say there was no mass graves. There are many, many mass graves. They say that they give refugees advanced warning before doing airstrikes. That is lies. They say that they are not committing starvation against the Palestinian people. Also a lie. They say they are not attacking humanitarian aid and convoys. Also a lie. So always, when there is news surrounding these folks, consider the source and just know that they have a propensity. It's compulsive and it's pathological. They will lie and they will distort facts and they will distort the truth. But when they do tell the truth, i.e., posting their atrocities online, posting evidence of what they literally do to other humans online, believe them when they do that.